Hey guys, Kimberfit Lifestyle here. I wanted to walk you through a self neck stretch. All you need is a towel. There's 3 things that I want you to focus on throughout this stretch. First, I want you to focus on your shoulders. Your shoulders are going to be down and away from your ears at all times. So as we do these moves, you're going to notice your shoulders creeping up back towards your ears. So you really want to utilize our second thing, which is our breath. Okay, inhaling and exhaling. And on that exhale, we always want to remind ourselves, shoulders down, away from my ears. Simply doing this move, if you're sitting or standing, simply releasing your shoulders down, imagining a string, pulling your head to the ceiling and your shoulders to the floor, you're gonna ultimately feel tension release. And the third thing I want you to focus on is the angles. Okay, I'm gonna be doing specific angles to hit certain muscles, so make sure you follow along. Our first move is gonna be circles. We're gonna draw a circle with our chin in the air. Let's begin. As big as you can without discomfort or pain. And let's switch directions. Really envisioning that circle that you're drawing. Good. Bring it back to center. Make sure you stay to the end of the video because I'm going to show you how you can use a simple tennis ball to release some tension from your neck and shoulders. So make sure you stick around to the end. Our next move is we're going to look right to left. Okay, again, making sure those shoulders are staying nice and relaxed and away from our ears. If you feel your head start to tilt back, I want you to really focus on keeping that chin to your shoulder as you're turning your head. So chin needs to stay in my shoulder. Good. A couple more times. And don't worry, if you can't fully turn your head yet, just go as far as you can until you start feeling that stretch. And back to center. Now we're going to go into looking chin to chest and chin to ceiling. Especially on this move, you're going to feel your shoulders start creeping up. Remember that breath. And as you exhale, release those shoulders down. Good. Next, we're going to go ear to shoulder. Again, your neck is going to feel like it wants to pull back possibly, so really focus on keeping that chin tucked and getting that ear to shoulder. Now, as you can see, I don't have a lot of mobility laterally with my neck. I feel it quite soon when I try to reach my ear to my shoulder, so I'm just going until I feel the stretch. I don't want to strain or pull my muscles. So listen to your body. A couple more times. Next, we're gonna stretch similar to ear to shoulder, but instead of thinking of putting your ear on your shoulder, you're going to think up and out, okay? Up and out. So here's the slight difference. I'm gonna go up and out and back to center. Up and out. So we're elongating those scalenes instead of compressing them like we do when we bring our ear to our shoulder. So if you're doing it right, you're gonna feel a different type of stretch. 2 more times. Up and over. Should be feeling it all along this posterior scalene. Now we're gonna add in our hands first before we move on to our towel portion. So we're gonna do similar moves, but we're gonna add in a little pressure with our hands. Start with our side to side looks. And I'm gonna put my hand on my forehead and assist. And back to center and switch. Make sure you're breathing and exhaling and dropping those shoulders. Last 2 times. Now we're going to go to ear to shoulder with a little assistance. So we're going here, hand on head, opposite hand on shoulder, and press. Release and switch. Switch. Nice, come back to center. Now we're going to go chin to chest and apply slight pressure. Look up. I'm not going to apply any pressure to my looking up just because this is a tough one for me, is looking up. So I don't need any assistance looking up at this time, but if you feel you can add some assistance with looking up, feel free. Last time. Nice. So now you're going to go ahead and grab your towel. You can fold it in half a couple times, roll it up, whatever you prefer. Just make sure you have enough on the ends that you can grasp. Okay? And again, we're gonna go through the same basic moves, but we're gonna add in some resistance now. I'm gonna start with side to side looks, and we're gonna place the towel on our forehead. And as I turn, I'm going to pull with my backhand, and I'm going to slightly pull with my hand that's in front. So as my neck is pressing on my right hand, I'm giving some resistance with that towel with my left hand. Switch sides. I'm pulling with my left hand as my neck is pressing into my left hand. I'm giving some resistance and pulling with my right hand. Two more times. And last time. And release. Now we're gonna go ear to shoulder. So what you're gonna do is wrap your towel around your head, okay, so it won't slip off. Grab it with your right hand and pull. As I'm assisting with this towel, my neck, I'm going to push, trying to go back to center as I give some resistance with my right hand holding the towel. So I won't allow my neck to go back to the middle, but I'm trying to get my neck back to stand up. And I'm gonna hold it for about 8 seconds. And release. We're gonna go 3 times on this side. So again, I'm going to assist my ear to shoulder. Breathe, relax my shoulders away from my ears. And as I try to force my head back to center, I'm going to slightly pull the towel to the ground and apply some resistance to that neck. So you should feel slight pressure in your left scalenes. Hold it for about 4 more seconds. And release. Great job, guys. One more time. And again, we're going to pull our ear to our shoulder. Once I'm in that position, I'm going to take a deep breath, drop those shoulders, and try to set my head back to center as I pull down on my towel and apply some resistance. Four more seconds. Release. We're going to switch sides now. So go ahead and wrap that towel around to the left side. And repeat. So we're going to inhale, exhale, drop those shoulders, bring that ear to shoulder, applying some pressure. Bring that ear to shoulder. Really feeling that pull along my scaling. And now I'm going to try to get my head back up to center while I apply some resistance by pulling downward with my left hand. Four more seconds. And release. Inhale. Exhale, drop those shoulders. And again, assisting with our towel, ear to shoulder. And now applying resistance by pulling my towel down to the floor and my head trying to get back to center. I'll hold for 8 seconds. And release. Good job, guys. One more time. We're going to inhale. Drop those shoulders. Bring that ear to shoulder. And now as I try to get my head back to center, I'm going to apply resistance with this towel. You can see my neck engaged, my scalenes are engaged right now, and I'm really trying to set my neck up straight, but I just won't allow it with this left hand. Three, 2, 1, release. Okay, now we're gonna go into chin to chest and looking to the ceiling with the same concept. Okay, so place the towel behind your head and we're going to pull and assist our chin to chest. As I try to pull my head back to center, I'm going to pull down on my towel and give slight resistance so that that is not possible. We're going to hold for 8 seconds as I try to get my neck back to center while applying resistance. So my rear scalenes, posterior scalenes are activated right now. Three, 2, 1, release. Come back to center. And we'll do this 2 more times. Don't forget to breathe and keep these shoulders nice and relaxed away from your ears. Let's go again. Down. As I try to get my neck back to center, I am going to apply some resistance with my towel and hold for 8 seconds. Three, 2, 1, and release. Okay, relax for a second. Let your neck come to a neutral position. And we have one more time. Chin to chest. Now as I try to bring my neck up, I'm going to apply some resistance for 8 seconds. Three, 2, 1, relax. Okay, now we're going to go opposite way. You can change the grip on your towel, again, we're going to place this over our forehead. We're going to look up. And as I try to bring my head back to neutral, I'm going to pull back on my towel and prevent that from happening as I try. And we're going to hold this position in resistance. Three, two, one, release. And we have this 2 more times. Ready? To the ceiling. Hold. As I try to bring my head back to center, I'm going to pull back slightly and apply some resistance. Don't forget to breathe and drop those shoulders. And release. Relax those shoulders for a second. We have one more time. And let's go. Look up. And I can already feel my neck looking further up than I normally could. And that's partly because of that resistance that we're using. So last time, as I try to bring my head forward, I'm going to pull back on my towel and apply some resistance. Three, two, one. Relax. Good job, guys. So as I promised, now we're at the end of the video and I'm going to show you a few things that you can do with a tennis ball at home to release some tension. You didn't know if you're having tension in your neck, which is like your scalenes or your sterno, you're going to want to hit your upper back, your scapula area. That is going to cause tension in those areas too, your traps. So a good trick to use on yourself if you can't get a massage, especially right now with quarantine, you're going to take a tennis ball and you're going to find a solid wall. So I have a solid wall behind me. I'm going to place the tennis ball and just slightly roll over any tension areas. And I'll move up and down my upper back area. So I know it's hard for you guys to see the ball behind me, but trust me, when you try it, you'll know if you're doing it right. And you can always message me and ask any question. You can just hold it on those knots or trigger point areas for a few moments. Slightly rock over them, and you'll start to feel the tissue break up. Anything you do to one side, you want to do to the other. Even if you're not feeling maybe as many knots or trigger points on that side, you still want to go to that other side and do the same thing. Another trick with the tennis ball, if you do wake up with a stiff neck, that one where we're barely moving, okay, on the side that you feel the tension, you can place the ball between your shoulder and your neck and squeeze. And switch. So there's a few tricks in Kimber Fit lifestyle, and you can do those as many times as you need. So there's your self neck stretch. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me and I'll help you out any way I can. Thanks for watching Kimber Fit Lifestyle.